I don't know about you, but I live for those TikTok cringe pages. Whether we're talking about an organic, unplanned cringe moment or a comedic genius emulating natural cringe to perfection, I could just bathe in it. The reason I love it so much is that it teaches me it's okay to laugh at mistakes and be awkward if you have to, and just have fun with it. Those moments teach us how important it is to find reasons to laugh about, no matter how grim the circumstances might seem. Your sun sign could hold clues towards your best, most polished, awkward self. Don't be afraid to embrace it. Aries. A few push-ups never hurt anyone, did they? Lean into your active side and turn every little mishap into a completely absurd situation. Did you just spill some coffee on someone's shirt in a line? Don't just stand there looking guilty. Apologize profusely and declare that you'll perform a set of burpees to honor the lost shirt. You are already warm and kind. Give a big smile to the audience and let them know you're filled with golden retriever energy. Go make someone's day. Taurus. I find the way in which a Taurus acts when embarrassed absolutely endearing. They embody the nerd girl trope, suddenly becoming all lunky and performing weird dance moves to distract from the elephant in the room. It's not uncommon to see them blushing a ripe pomegranate color. The best piece of advice is to treat everything with patience. Let yourself feel the feeling you need to feel, but know that they won't last forever, and they all go away with time. Gemini. Catching a Gemini in a situation where they might feel embarrassed is probably pretty rare. They are masters at distracting a crowd, and they sometimes don't even realize they're doing it. However, caught in a small lie, a Gemini could try to deflect the conversation in a detached manner, trying their best to hide their feelings, and they usually succeed. Anyway, even if no one knows you're hurting, don't be afraid to taste your own medicine once in a while. Talking is a fantastic way to express these emotions, so don't be afraid to let some trusted friends know how you're feeling once in a while. Cancer. Cancer rules the fourth house of family and roots. This is why they take a nurturing role in their social circles and surround their loved ones with a feeling of belongingness. Naturally, Cancers deal with embarrassment the same way a small, innocent kid would in the middle of their family. They'll crack a joke, have a laugh about it, and let it pass. This usually inspires endearment and closens their bonds with their friends. In turn, their loved ones understand that it's okay to be awkward around Cancer, which improves their self-confidence and the overall feeling of trust surrounding their relationships. Leo. This might hurt you more than others. You probably feel a lot of pressure to always show up as your best self, and small embarrassing moments that would otherwise go unnoticed can make you feel really insecure. A way around this is to remind yourself that you're only human and other people aren't always scrutinizing you the way you do. You're always your harshest critic, so it's okay to loosen your leash and let down your hair once in a while. No one will mind. Just be yourself. You always shine. Virgo. What do you mean by embarrassment? You allowed yourself to get embarrassed by something you did? You should really feel ashamed of yourself. Gotcha. But I bet that's what your inner critic is telling you, and I'm here to tell you that they can't be trusted. They're great with finding certain documents in archives or noticing something you might find useful later, but they don't get to determine your self-worth. You always hold yourself to high standards, which always puts you in front of all the rest of us in the race of life. Relax, you already won, and you're making things harder for all of us. Libra. I know cringe moments can hurt you pretty bad, since you rely so much on others' perceptions of yourself. And it must be exceptionally hard when you really maxed out on all social skills, relying on the exceptional network you built for yourself. And that's exactly the reason why you shouldn't dwell too much on those feelings. All of the people who love and admire you don't care that you had a small slip-up. You're still the goddess everyone loves to have around. Keep your chin up. Scorpio. I suspect Scorpio can't feel any type of embarrassment ever. They live for the cringe, and they will intentionally cause it any chance they get to slither themselves out of a situation. It's certainly a great skill to have when you have so many exes they all bump into each other all the time. I can't give you any advice on how to deal with embarrassment, other than keep doing what you're doing. I think you got it, and we could all learn a thing or two. Sagittarius. How many of you deal with embarrassment as a Sagittarius? Well, one shall probably cause an even bigger reason for embarrassment to show everyone just how free they are. You can never tame a centaur, and they are sleek to avoid the entrapment that is shame. Sagittarius will have no issues trashing a room, drunk sleeping on stairs, or interpreting childhood stories riddled with the deepest of shames to a room full of people. And this is the most magnificent way of dealing with shame that anyone could strive towards. Capricorn. If only you weren't such a dense goat head, you'd be quick to realize that the feelings you fear hold no power over you once you shine some light on them. And I know you've already heard this in therapy, but there's a catch. Feeling a hurricane of feelings in a private space or crying alone in your bedroom in the dark doesn't actually shine a light on them, and also adds another layer of shame and secrecy on top of everything. Go tell someone you've been sad. No one will judge you. Aquarius. You and I both know that you're above what these puny humans consider embarrassing. I recognize you as a superior being, and in no way do I imply God can feel embarrassed. That being said, shame is known to creep on you in ways you least expect it. Have you been feeling like you aren't doing enough for others, and you are honoring your soul as a result? Remember that no one is supposed to be or do anything. Shame only appears when we compare ourselves to the concept we're being sold from outside. Pisces. In your distinctively flowy nature, I doubt you have any issues navigating embarrassing moments. Your rich emotional landscape guides you and helps you lead everyone else into an atmosphere of carelessness. What embarrassment? Where? I feel this is probably because you have a way of expressing emotion in a way that feels soft, natural, easy. The fish that represents your sign ride the wave of the moment into the next, where other soft emotions will be felt. I might shed a tear